let's talk about facial fat. This has been popping up everywhere in my feed, and facial fat, facial fat. So what's the deal with facial fat? Can we lose fat in our face by using devices? My answer is no. I'm Christine Byer, licensed esthetician for 24 years, and I've been working on lots of faces, tens of thousands of faces, and lots of facial fat. I can tell you one of the biggest questions I get all the time is, I think that machine, over-the-counter device, got rid of my facial fat. What it usually is that they have moved lymph, right? So lymph is our garbage disposal system of our body. It is very superficial. It's very easy to move. I have clients that come in who have big fat faces, and then I will do all my facial contouring massage moves, and I will basically flush out any excess lymph in their face, and they look better. Now, if you don't have a lot of facial fat and you don't want to get rid of your lymph, that could be an issue. I remember one of the trainers for Eminence would always have this joke where he would take a skinnier face and he'd be massaging it backwards, to push the lymph back into the face. So that's a trick I guess you could do if you want an extra lymphy face and you have very thin skin. But that's a very thin face. That's great. But most of the things that we do to keep our faces healthy, especially if you follow me, I'm all about targeted massage, multitasking, high performance products, and devices, high-tech devices, right? And so all of these bring blood flow to the skin, to the tissue, to the adipose tissue, to all the fat, the 3 layers of fat in the face. If you're massaging with any sorts of oil, seed oil, you are going to get massive benefits for your fat. But look, anytime you bring in blood supply to the face, you are making your fat more healthy, period. Now, there are things you can do to degrade the fat pads. And as we age, fat pads naturally degrade, as does bone. This is just a fact of life. This is why your jaw is not as crisp as your 14-year-old's jaw. That's just a fact of life. So anything we do to massage our face, and that includes devices, increasing cellular ATP, increasing fibroblast activity, increasing cellular turnover, and massage, that is going to help the fat in our face. Now, there are things that could hurt it. For example, smoking, we all know this, anything that's inflammatory, sun exposure, over sun exposure, excessive exercise, like cross-country runners. I've had clients that have runner's face where they're just really flat through here from all the pounding and the excessive inflammation from doing loads and loads of exercise in a high impact way. So, but there are things we can do to conserve our fat. And I think I teach those things every single day here on my channel. Oh, and there's another myth. The people who tell me, no, I know this device burned fat out of my face. If that were to happen, what your face would look like, it would start to look sort of cellulite-y if it were a severe case. And I would guess that could only be done by somebody that was a mistrained professional who had a very high-powered device, or you could buy a device from the internet, from eBay, and you never know. And anytime you overdo it, will melt some fat, but you will burn your skin too. So hopefully you'll notice before then. But I tell people, if our fat is resilient, it's resilient in the fact that if you were doing all this stuff to your face to keep your face and skin healthy and to lift your muscles, you're affecting the fat as well. But if you go and you run into the wall or you get smacked in the face, do you have a dent in your face? No. We would have dents all over our face, and that would be crazy. So the fat in our faces is resilient. Don't worry about using a device and having it take all the fat out of your skin. Microcurrent will never remove fat from your face. It is too tiny of a current. It may move some lymph, but it will never remove fat. Of course, they're working right outside my studio. Anyway, thanks for listening. Talk to y'all soon. Bye now.